So let's proceed with the reading.
Yes, that's the,
Section 1, the purposes and creation of the Planning Commission to promote the orderly development of its governmental units and its environs, to promote the health, safety, convenience, and welfare of the citizens of Doddridge County, and to plan for the future development of the community. The County Planning Commission is now created and established under the provisions of Chapter 8A of the West Virginia Code. Section 2, powers and duties of Planning Commission. The Planning Commission has the following powers and duties in accordance with West Virginia Code 8A-2-11. Number 1, exercise general supervision for the administration of the affairs of the Commission. Number 2, prescribe rules and regulations pertaining to administration, investigations, and hearings, provided that the rules and regulations are adopted by the governing body. Number 3, supervise the fiscal affairs and responsibilities of the Commission. Number 4, with consent from the governing body, hire employees necessary to carry out the duties and responsibilities of the Planning Commission, provided that the governing body sets its salaries. Number 5, keep an accurate and complete record of all Planning Commission proceedings. Number 6, record and file all bonds and contracts. Number 7, take responsibility for the custody and preservation of all papers and documents of the Planning Commission. Number 8, make recommendations to the appropriate governing body concerning planning. Number 9, make an annual report to the appropriate governing body concerning the operation of the Planning Commission and the status of planning within its jurisdiction. Number 10, prepare, publish, and distribute reports, ordinances, and other material relating to the activities authorized under this article. Number 11, adopt, seal, and certify all official acts. Number 12, invoke any legal, equitable, or special remedy for the enforcement of provisions of this article or any ordinance, rule, or regulation, or any action taken thereunder. Number 13, prepare and submit an annual budget to the appropriate governing body. Number 14, if necessary, establish advisory committees. Number 15, delegate limited powers to a committee composed of 1 or more members of the Commission. And 16, contract for special or temporary services and professional counsel with the approval of the governing body. Upon request of county prosecuting attorney, the county surveyor, the county engineer, and/or other county employee may render assistance and service to a planning commission without compensation. Section 3, composition and organization, qualifications, appointment, terms of members, filling vacancies. Number 1, composition. The Planning Commission shall be appointed by the County Commission and shall consist of 7 members, one of whom shall be a member of the County Commission or a designee, serving for a term coextensive with their term on the Commission. Of the 6 remaining members of the Commission, the positions must be filled to fairly represent different areas of interest, knowledge, and expertise, including but not limited to business, industry, labor, farming, government, and other relevant disciplines, including citizens at large. All appointees to the Planning Commission shall be residents of the county, and at least 3/5 of those appointed shall have been residents of Doddridge County for a period of at least 3 years prior to nomination or appointment. Number 2, terms of service. The remaining members of the County Planning Commission, first elected, shall serve respectively for terms of 1 year, 2 years, and 3 years, divided equally or as nearly equally as possible between these terms. Thereafter, members shall serve 3-year terms. Number 3, removal. The County Commission may establish procedures for the removal of the members of the Planning Commission for inactivity, neglect of duty, or malfeasance. The procedures must contain provisions requiring that the person to be removed be provided with a written statement of the reasons for removal and an opportunity to be heard on the matter. Number 4, filling vacancies. Should a vacancy arise on the Planning Commission for any reason during the duration of the term, the vacancy shall be filled for the unexpired term in the same manner as provided in Section 3.1. Officers. At the first meeting each year, the 7 members of the Commission shall elect from among themselves a president and a vice president. A, the president shall call the meeting to order, moderate discussion, and control the agenda. B, in the president's absence, the vice president shall have the power and authority to act as president of the Planning Commission. 1, in the absence of both the president and vice president, the members shall elect a president pro tem who shall act as president for the duration of that meeting only. C, the Planning Commission shall elect a secretary. The secretary will be responsible for taking minutes of the meetings and filing approved minutes of the Planning Commission with the county clerk. Section 4, compensation and expense of members. Members of the Planning Commission shall serve without compensation, but shall be reimbursed for actual expenses reasonably incurred in the performance of their official duties. Section 5, funds. Douglas County shall authorize expenditures reasonably necessary to acquire suitable offices for the holding of meetings and preservation of plans, maps, documents, and accounts, and B, appropriate money to defray reasonable expenses of the Planning Commission. Number 2, the Commission shall have the authority to accept gifts, funds, donations, which will be deposited with the County Commission and a special non-reverting Planning Commission fund to be available for expenditures by the Planning Commission for the purpose designated by the donor. Section 6, Planning Commission meetings, quorum. Number 1, regular meetings pursuant to 880-2-7 of the West Virginia Code. The Planning Commission shall meet at least quarterly and may meet more frequently at the request of the President or by 2 or more members. Number 2, special meetings. Notice for a special meeting must be in writing, include the date, time, and place of the special meeting, and be sent to all members at least 2 days before the special meeting. Written notice of a special meeting is not required if the date, time, and place of the special meeting were set in a regular meeting. Number 3, quorum. Pursuant to 8A-2-8 of the West Virginia Code, the Planning Commission must have a quorum to conduct a meeting. A simple majority of the Planning Commission members present, minimum of 4, constitute a quorum. No action of a Planning Commission is official unless authorized by a majority of the members present at a regular or properly called special meeting.
Okay, this is the final reading for the adoption of the Planning Commission. Do we have any comments from county commissioners?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay.
We met all the legal requirements that we acted by according to the law that we're legally, if we act on this. Have we met all of our legal requirements if we act on this? Are we legally, should I say, secure?
As far as these documents, I mean, the man that was here before me wrote most of the stuff according to, and that's what they are. I mean, it's pretty much boilerplate so that it will meet the code. Now, outside of that, I'm assuming yes, everything else.
Okay.
The documents that were signed and this ordinance were written by Mr. Richardson.
Still couldn't hear you.
Are you asking, did you meet the legal requirements for Chapter 8A?
Yes,
Yes.
we met them. Okay. Thank you.
You okay then? Okay, I will entertain a motion to adopt a resolution to form a planning commission. Is that what we,
I think what you need to do is adopt this draft ordinance.
okay,
Is that correct, Betsy?
okay.
That's the goal. I don't think a resolution. I think that's why we've read this 3 times.
Right. Do we have a motion?
You want to make a motion, copy his plan with the draft?
The ordinance creating in accordance with the documents.
I'll make the motion wherever you said to make it legal.
What you want to do is adopt this ordinance that I just read.
Okay, I'll make adoption do that.
Okay, we have a motion before us. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
We need planning commissioners. Appointed.
It's not on the agenda.
It was a part of the proposal when it was first made. So does that qualified, or do we need to put that on the agenda for next week?
I think it's a good idea to wait till next week.
I mean, next meeting.
Yeah, next
Yes.
meeting. This is the
Okay.
17th.
That's fine. Put that on the agenda to appoint planning commission members. Thank you.
I think I'm up next too.
Yes, the EDA to appoint and reappoint board members.
Yep.
The nominating committee, and I put this on paper for you, respectfully request your consideration of renewing board members Lowell B. and David Kimball to three-year terms expiring in 2018, to appointing Melissa Cross, of West Union, to a 3-year term expiring in 2018, and appointing Victor Steinspring to fill the remaining term of Deborah Foreman, which expires 2017. Ms. Foreman resigned due to time constraints. She had part-time work and was still on the town council and just can't get to our meetings.
Okay. Any discussion?
No.
Betsy, do we need to do these individually, or can we do them all as proposed at one time?
You can do them all as proposed, as long as
Okay.
there aren't any objections.
Okay, do we have a motion?
I'll move that we appoint renew board members Lowell B. and David Kimball to 3-year terms expiring in 2018. Appointing Melissa Cross to a 3-year term expiring in 2018. And appointing Victor Steinspring to fill the remaining term of Deborah Foreman, which expires 2017.
We have a motion. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.